Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Islamic Quiz. Put your finger down, Eid al-Adha Edition. Put your finger down if you have ever participated in the Qurbani ritual during Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever cooked or helped preparing a traditional Eid al-Adha meal. Put your finger down if you have ever visited family or friends to celebrate Eid al-Adha. If you have ever worn new clothes especially for Eid al-Adha prayers. Put your finger down if you have ever donated to charity as part of your Eid al-Adha celebrations. Put your finger down if you have ever performed Eid al-Adha prayers at a mosque or open prayer ground. Put your finger down if you have ever helped distributing meat from the Qurbani to those in need. If you have ever greeted someone with Eid Mubarak during Eid al-Adha. If you have ever attended an Eid al-Adha carnival or festival. If you have ever recited the takbir during Eid al-Adha prayers. If you have ever felt nostalgic about past Eid al-Adha celebrations. If you have ever hosted guests at your home for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever spent the night before Eid al-Adha preparing for the next day's festivities. Ever traveled to be with family for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever participated in communal Eid al-Adha prayers in an outdoor setting. Put your finger down if you have ever felt a sense of spiritual renewal during Eid al-Adha. If you have ever listened to Eid al-Adha sermons or lectures. Put your finger down if you have ever had a special family tradition for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever prayed for blessings and forgiveness on Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever celebrated Eid al-Adha away from your home country. Put your finger down if you have ever been the designated cook for the Eid al-Adha feast. Put your finger down if you have ever participated in a community service project for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever shared Eid al-Adha greetings on social media. Put your finger down if you have ever gifted someone a sacrificial animal for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever experienced the joy of giving and sharing during Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever witnessed the slaughtering of an animal for Qurbani. Put your finger down if you have ever felt a sense of unity and brotherhood during Eid al-Adha celebrations. Put your finger down if you have ever greeted strangers with Eid Mubarak during Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever visited the graves of loved ones during Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever fasted on the day of Arafah, which precedes Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever felt a deep connection to the story of Prophet Ibrahim during Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever witnessed the Eid al-Adha prayer being led by a prominent religious figure. Put your finger down if you have ever taken time off work or school to fully observe Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever decorated your home or neighborhood for Eid al-Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever attended an Eid al-Adha feast hosted by your local mosque or community center. Put your finger down if you have ever volunteered to help clean the mosque or prayer area before Eid al Adha prayers. Put your finger down if you have ever felt emotional during Eid al Adha prayers. Put your finger down if you have ever exchanged gifts with family or friends on Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever had a special dish that you look forward to every Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever performed Eid al Adha prayer at home due to circumstances preventing attendance at mosque. Put your finger down if you have ever made a resolution for personal growth or improvement during Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever invited non Muslim friends or neighbors to join in Eid al Adha celebrations. Put your finger down if you have ever felt a sense of gratitude and contentment during Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever prayed for peace and harmony in the world during Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever watched the sunrise on the morning of Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever witnessed the sacrificial animal being prepared for Qurbani. Put your finger down if you have ever made a special effort to reconcile with estranged family or friends during Eid al Adha. Put your finger down if you have ever narrated story of Hazrat Ibrahim to your youngsters. Put your finger down if you have ever fed the animal for Qurbani with your own hands. So that's it. So now count your fingers and tell us your score in the comments. And do not forget to like and share our video and subscribe to our channel for more such entertaining videos. Take care and Allah Hafiz.